Hi, my name is Christopher Tenney. I'm an actor, a stand-up comic, and a dues-paying member of the Screen Actors Guild of America. I am also autistic. Now, when you work in this industry for as long as I have, you can gather enough footage to put together a demo reel, which you can send to casting directors so they know what else you're capable of doing. Here's mine. Not bad.
When did you start losing your hair?
I didn't lose hair. I just had to be more creative with how I styled it. Well, I do a bit of this. About here. Press here. Suck on that, biology.
What sort of response do women have when...
Never had a negative response yet from a woman. It's all about believing. So, is it harder for you to understand me if I move my lips all funny?
No, I can still understand you. It's just now you have an accent.
An accent, that's funny. Wait, what kind of accent? Is it Australian, I hope? Did you know that Australia's richest woman earns like $1 million an hour? Koala's just terrifying, but I love saying the word koala. Koala, 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 koala. Join the fellas in a rousing rendition of Waltzing Matilda. He likes to watch. Hey Ben, I can I need your opinion on this for the toaster.
Sure.
Okay, number one, set dial to desired toasting level.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, push lever down, wait for toast to pop up. Number three, enjoy.
It's good, Tripper. I would just add for step one, insert bread.
You're right. You're totally right. You know, you should do this forever.
What the fuck? You watch your mouth, young lady.
You're so pretty.
George, what did I tell you about interrupting? Now you leave our guest alone and you get back to your room right now.
I just want to play.
Go on.
Oh, interesting fact. Autism affects boys more than girls by an average of 4 to 1, so there weren't a lot of dating options at my high school. Which means even though I'm 22, I've never had a girlfriend, never been on a date, never even kissed a girl. You know, except for my mom and sister, but they don't count because they use way too much tongue. Well, my name is Chris Tenney. It's time for me to shut the hell up and stop being such a smart-ass burgers. See ya. You know, it's funny. I've never played an autistic character, but my stand-up is all based on my personal experiences growing up on the spectrum. They're usually exaggerated for comedic effect, but they're all based on these personal experiences. I believe that by adding humor, I can make it easier for neurotypical audiences to appreciate and find relatable everything I've talked about. Here's an example. Hi, hello, good evening. My name is Chris Tenney, and I was diagnosed as a high-functioning autistic at age 3.5. At age 6, I was diagnosed with optic rectilitis, which basically means I have a crappy outlook about the whole thing. But I'm not bitter. I'm not. I just happen to think that God may have made me near the end of the week. On an off day when he was bored. On an off day when he was bored with brilliant minds, muscular torsos, and huge genitals. You know, not a lot was known about autism when I was diagnosed all those years ago. Probably be diagnosed with lots of Asperger's if I were tested today. Yeah, I don't know. Asperger's? Sounds like a lunch special at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, doesn't it? Great. I didn't have enough problems. Now I gotta be an Asperger too? I assume it comes on buns? Now, the doctors originally told my parents I might never learn to speak, so for the next couple of years they spend their entire life savings on a speech therapist for me. By the time I entered first grade, I had all the vocabulary skills of a college student, which may say more about our college students than it does about my vocabulary. Anywho, when I told my parents I wanted to take those hard-earned verbal skills they paid so much for to become an actor and stand-up comic, my dad turned to my mom and said, when he was diagnosed all those years ago, do you think there would ever come a time when we wished he would just shut the hell up? I swear, I can see their retirement falling right out the window. Working into their 80s will help him build character. Funny thing, I had a lot of problem with sarcasm when I was younger. Never occurred to me someone could say one thing but mean the exact opposite. Luckily, my sister gave me dozens of examples every day, so now I'm an expert. Signs still throw me for a bit of a loop, though. When a sign says stop, I stop. When a sign says look both ways before crossing, I look both ways before crossing. It even got me kicked out of a restaurant once. Though in my defense, the sign did say wet floor. Autism affects boys more than girls by an average of 4 to 1, so there weren't a lot of dating options at my high school. Which, even though I'm 22, I've never had a girlfriend, never been on a date, never even kissed a woman. Except for my mom and sister, but they don't count because they use way too much tongue. Yeah, my mom and sister hate that joke. Well, my name is Chris Tenney. It's time for me to shut the hell up. See ya. And that is my professional life in a nutshell. It's hard work and there's lots of rejection, but I can't think of another job I'd rather have. See you on set or backstage.
What's your truth? Say your truth. You gotta know to be true. Hey, don't let them tell you what to do. Yeah, yeah. What's your truth? Say your truth. You gotta know to be true. Hey, don't let them tell you what to do. Yeah, yeah.
We light our ambitions to the sky at night. We will rise up when we reach out the sun.
Live the dream, be the life of the party.
Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to be somebody.
Just shine your light inside of yourself. We'll always shine if we're all together. What's your truth? Say your truth. You gotta know to be true.
Don't let them tell you what to do.
Yeah, yeah. What's your truth? Say your truth. Don't let them tell you what to do.
Shine your light inside yourself. What's the truth?
Live your life, shine your light in the sky. Discover what you will find.
Say your truth.
We know it's time to fulfill our destiny. We don't want to stay in the deep spill. We will stand up and light up our dreams. Our dreams can light up the seams. We are who we are. Everybody is a pop star tonight. We can't let go of our past tonight. Don't let go, just hold on tight. We are the future, we are the plan. Stay together until the end. What's your truth? Say your truth. You gotta know to be true. Gotta know to be true. Yeah, yeah. What's your truth? Say your truth. Don't let them tell you what to do. What to do, baby. Yeah, yeah. Live your life. destiny. We don't want to stay in the deep spill. Shout out love to the clouds.
We're gonna spend all around.
Just stay tough and stay safe.
We gotta keep living in the right way. What's your
What's your truth? Say your truth. You gotta know to be true. What's your truth? Say your truth. Don't let them tell you what to do. Live your life, shine your light in the sky. Discover what you will find. You know it's time to fulfill our destiny. We don't want to stay in the deep spill.
I don't got no control. I ain't got no control. The sun is too bright for my eyes. The sound is too loud for my ears. I can let go. This girl inside. This girl inside. It's not me. I'm aware of you now. It's not me. I'll close my eyes and breathe. It's not me. Every exhale I know you'll leave. We might fight, but you're all of me. We must love each other to be free. I don't got no control. I ain't got no control. Don't hold her too long. She doesn't understand. Should touch, she'll freak out. She can be so cruel. She acts like a fool. I can let go. This girl inside. For this girl inside. It's not me. I'm aware of you now. It's not me. I'll close my eyes and breathe. It's not me. Every exhale I know you'll leave. We might fight, but you're all of me. We must love each other to be free. Whoa, these insecurities, they're killing me. Whoa, I'm lashing out from me to you. Whoa, this is a mirror to my anger. Whoa, who is this? Who is this stranger? It's not me. I'm aware of you now. It's not me. I'll close my eyes and breathe. It's not me. Every exhale I know you'll leave. We might fight, but you're all of me. We must love each other to be free.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Lin, and today I am going to talk about a various amount of topics about autism today. One of the topics I'm going to talk about is accepting people with autism not only on the surface but also inside. First topic I'm going to bring up is a lot of people always say that people with autism are annoying, are bothersome, but you can choose the way you phrase it. You can choose the way you see it. It's wrong to say that. I'll say it's a bit discriminatory to say that. Because people with autism can help themselves. We are passionate people. We love to share a story. We love to repeat stuff over and over again, and we can't help it. Even I can't help it. And I've been blocked because of that. And I feel like I need to talk about this because no one else is talking about it. So I gotta talk about it. If I don't talk about it, then what's the use of talking about anything at all? So I feel like it's very important to talk about this topic right here. Sometimes people with autism can be very passionate when they socialize with you. But you must accept them for who they are. Because they can't change the way they are just for you. And you can say, oh, then why don't I just ignore them and hate them on not following the rules of how to be normal and socialize with other people. They're not compromising for us. No, that's not true. They're not compromising for you. And they shouldn't have to compromise for you. Because they are the way they are. You shouldn't ask them to change for who they are. And they don't mean to invade your privacy. You can choose the way you see this. In a very positive light or in a negative light. And I think you should choose it in the positive light because it's very important to see autism in a very positive light and choose the way you respond to them. If they message you a lot of times, you can choose to respond in a positive way because they cannot help the way they respond to you. People with autism are often very passionate and loving people. And you should see it in a very positive light, that they're just trying to be nice and trying to be positive and trying to share their own stories in their own way. And I think it's very ignorant of other people to accuse people with autism of being annoying, bothersome. It's not right. That's not what they're trying to do. They're trying to share their story in their own way. It might not be the way that you want them to share their story in, but that's the way they share their story because they can't help themselves. It is the way they are. And that's very important to remember. People with autism can't change the way they are just for you. They're born like that. Just like how people accept people who are gay. A lot of people say you can be as gay as you want. You can paint your nails red, you can dye your hair pink, and I don't care. Just like that. Why can't people with autism be as autistic as they want in any given day? Because it's kind of hypocritical to, if people can be as gay as they want, why can't people be as autistic as they want? That's the question I have for everyone who is neurotypical. It's not fair to ask people with autism to change who they are completely for you and not accept them at the same time. Yes, they might be bothersome. Yes, they might be annoying to you guys. But like I said, you can choose the way you respond to them. Choose to respond in a positive way. Yes, they might be messaging you a lot of times. Then message them back. Talk to them. Communicate with them. Talk to them. Communication and talking to them is very important. That's a problem I see with a lot of people. A lot of misunderstandings happen because there's no communication. And when you communicate with them, just talk to them like a normal person. Don't be annoyed. Don't be hateful. Be positive about it. If they say hi, how you doing every day, just say I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. And that might be repetitive, but that's what you get when you have someone with autism. And you shouldn't reject them just because they're that way. That's how they show they care about you. And you should accept them the way they are, because that's very important. A lot of times in my life, I have been called annoying, bothersome, just for caring about other people and messaging them and seeing how they are. And people say that I'm bothersome and I'm annoying, and all I talk about is myself. Yes, sometimes that's the case, but not because I'm trying to be selfish, but because I want to share my story with other people. And just because I share my story with other people, I get accused of being annoying and those stuff. But you shouldn't do that to them. It's wrong. You should be accepting and loving towards them, and be more open-minded about who they are. That's very important. That's crucial. I'll say crucial also, because it's just so important to remember that. You may think what I'm saying is a bunch of hooey. Well, that depends on you. This is the truth about people on the spectrum. The inevitable truth. You can't avoid it. This is always going to be an issue. I wouldn't say issue, because issue means something negative. It's always going to be a topic that's controversial to many people. People may disagree with what I have to say about this topic in this very video. But for those who have common sense and have an open mind, I hope you can hear me out and what I have to say in this video. But this is so important to remember that even though people with autism might repeat themselves many times, you can choose to respond to them in a very positive way. Because it's not their fault that they might be bothering you in the middle of the day, or they just want to share their story. They just want to be nice and sharing their story. They have no bad intention. They don't mean to annoy you. They don't mean to do those things. I want you to remember that. That's so important. This is how you increase your neurodiversity, and this is so important to remember that. A lot of people get it wrong. They always say, "Oh, people with autism, they're so problematic. They're doing this on purpose. They're doing this on purpose." But that's BS. I gotta say, I'm sorry, I gotta use that word, but it is BS. They don't mean to do that. So I want you to understand, this is the way they are, and you should accept them the way they are. And you can say, "Oh, I can choose to reject them," but I mean, that's your choice. But I'm sorry, but just like if you reject someone who is gay, you're missing out. I'm sad to say that you're missing out, because you're rejecting a lot of the population if you reject this person with autism. If you don't try to understand them, it's not fair. And you might not say, you might whine about, "Oh my God, they're not giving me enough space. Oh my God, they're doing this. Oh my God, they're doing that." But like I said, you can choose to respond in a positive way. Yes, they might be doing that, but they care about you, and that's how they express their care. And whether you like it or not, this is the way they are. So I hope you can understand them. And please consider what I have to say today. Thank you.